Before this video starts, don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'll wait.
Thanks! Now onto the video.
Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative, or Scooby.
I just had a nightmare that the Scooby-Doo franchise had been violated to the point of no return. Oh, wait. Yep, Velma is still bad. And it's not bad to the point that it's good. It's just bad. Like, can't look away from a car crash bad.
So, why are you still watching it?
Oh, Pixel. I haven't seen you since the time we got scammed. Where have you been?
Better question. Why are you giving this terrible show more views? You do realize you are part of the problem.
Yar, me mateys. Time to move onwards and onto the video.
Why are you doing that voice?
They'll trust me, they'll understand. So, this video is sponsored by my crippling depression from watching this show. So, like I said, in the last video, I wanted to see if this show could get any worse. And boy, did it get worse.
Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative, or Scooby.
I mean, where should I even begin?
With the plank of wood.
Ah yes, Daphne. So, in these next couple episodes, Daphne goes on an adventure that by the end of it, you begin to wonder to yourself, was this really worth it? Why have I wasted precious moments in my life investing myself in something that is ultimately boring and means nothing at all?
Kinda like your maths education.
This little adventure started in the 4th episode where a geode is thrown through Daphne's window and Novel says,
"And this isn't a rock, it's a geode from the Crystal Mines."
So the two of them go to the Crystal Cove Historical Society building, and after small, minuscule, tiny, I cannot stress how little the investigation work was, but Daphne believes it was thrown by her birth parents because she remembers being in the mine as a baby.
I feel like I've been here before, as a baby.
Well, that sounds like a huge leap of logic.
Because it is! A mysterious rock flies through your window and you believe it's your missing parents. Hello, we do remember there is a killer on the loose, right? This could easily be a trap. So, in episode 5, Daphne sneaks out from her house arrest under her 2 police moms because, you know, there's a killer on the loose, and makes her way to the mines, alone, with no backup and no telling anyone where she is.
So, she's dead, right? Because of the stupidity of her actions?
Unfortunately, no. Instead, she's pulled in by a mysterious figure. It's just her parents, but they're dressed up as Captain Cavemans. They tell Daphne she was taken away from them by her 2 moms and that she should Google the Crystal Mine Gang if she wants to find the truth. And Daphne, without any proof, believes them. So, she searches Google and discovers that there used to be a secret thieving gang, which explains why Daphne loves danger.
When was that set up?
Because it wasn't. So Daphne meets up with her parents again, telling us that they are criminals who use the abandoned mines as a base of their operations, and they reveal their faces to be generic Asian mom 1 and...
Wait, isn't that the thief that Novel got arrested? He was her dad the entire time.
I don't know why and I don't know how, but he doesn't even sound like the same guy.
Darren. And this is the Crystal Mines Gang. They call me the Thief. You're wasting your time, buddy. Romantic relationships between old friends rarely work out. It's always one-sided.
Also, we finally answer one of the plot holes that I had an issue with in the last video. And it's as underwhelming as the whole show.
Say yes, and we'll tell you why you have orange hair.
Oh my god, yes! I smoked during pregnancy, like a lot. Like I should be dead.
It was at this moment I just realized that, hey, if her hair is red, how come she has black eyebrows? In fact, everyone with colored hair has black eyebrows. So at first I thought, maybe it's just the animation style, but then I saw other characters in the background with colored hair and colored eyebrows, so what's up with that? The consistency is non-existent. Anyway, we find out...
What's all this?
Remember, not a word about why we really need her until we know we can trust her.
Do you want to whisper that any louder so she can hear your evil plan?
Turns out that her parents only reached out to her to use her as a hostage against her cop moms,
who apparently knew this little exchange was going on.
Yeah, you are sorry, Darren. We've been on to you since you busted out of jail and put a geode through our daughter's window.
You have?
We're maybe not the best cops, but we're great moms.
Yes, because great moms allow their daughters to mingle with known criminals, so we find out that Daphne wasn't taken, but left behind and picked up by the lesbian cops. See what I mean by this being pointless, because none of this is going to be brought up again or change the dynamics of their relationship.
Also, generic Asian mom has a run-in with the killer.
But who cares about her? Moving on.
What a terrible duo.
Yes, I agree. The only positive I will say about these two episodes is that the jokes aren't almost as insufferable as the first couple episodes.
Have you heard of Inner Beauty?
That's a myth, you fool.
Want to ride to school?
Sure. Thanks.
Absolutely not, Frederick. Unless this is your selection for our hunt.
Well, at least my relationship with my father isn't that bad.
Just the three of us.
Ah! I'm hallucinating! Quick, make me laugh like Norville would have.
I would, but all I can think of right now is the gender pay gap. Is it funny? Women make 20% less than men, and women of color even less?
Emphasis on almost.
So, the reason Velma and Fred is paired up is because Not Shaggy has bagged himself a girlfriend. I would be more supportive though if Not Shaggy wasn't just simping for another girl. But this time, you know, he's getting something in return. Velma is forced to use a backup simp, Fred, who is still under the influence of a feminist book, which is a vile weapon I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. So Velma and Fred head to the same historical building from before to find out who the scientist lady is that Velma's mom was researching at Fred's house before she went missing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just remember that plot point now as well. I literally had to go back into the script and rewrite it. That's how unforgettable the show's plot is. But it doesn't matter, because after literally dying of a heart attack, Velma figures she needs Not Shaggy back. So scrap the plot, we need to do a shitty little side quest in order to get Norville to help her investigate. So she sets up a sleepover for the marching band so she can isolate Not Shaggy and force him to simp for her and...
What's wrong?
It's just... this episode is so pointless, man. Like, it's basically a filler episode where they forgot to, you know, add the fillings. Let's just skip this entire episode. The only thing that happened was Velma figuring out that...
Dr. Edna Purdue is your grandmother? You know my mom went missing when she was researching her house.
Also, the best part of the entire series. Yes. Run over the child.
Velma wants to finally figure out who Dr. Edna Purdue is and why her mother was researching her work. Apparently, Edna was researching how to keep the brain alive separate from the body, and a military person wants to use this research because teenagers aren't pro-war and will foil his infiltrations by mask pulling. The most logical next step is to put the adult brains of the military in teenagers and hippies' bodies. Like, what? What is this storyline? Who thought up this plot? How did this get past production, get greenlit, got into test screenings, and the higher ups were like, cool, yep, this is going to be a hit. This is going to be grade A quality. Like, everyone around this whole production of the show is incompetent.
That's not even the worst of it. Look at what the initiative is called.
Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative, or Scooby.
Scooby? And wait, what did Scooby do?
I would feel sad, but I wasn't programmed with emotions.
They couldn't even fit the first O into the acronym. Even without the dog, they still managed to slander his name.
Playing God, removing brains, that's some white people shit.
And Velma has failed her episodally quota of displaying her hatred towards white people, because that is her one and only defining character trait.
But wait, my mom disappeared after finding Dr. Purdue's journals, and the dead girls all had their brains removed. Could they be connected?
Wow, for all your personality flaws, you're actually a pretty good detective.
No, that was pretty obvious. Why does everyone in this show praise Velma for doing the most basic of things? She literally doesn't earn anything in the show. She just gets given the information and... oh, it's just pissing me off.
I guess simping runs in the family.
Velma wants to investigate further, but her hallucinations get in her way. This time, she figures,
because you saying your mom was kidnapped upsets your dad and just makes it harder for him to love you.
Exactly. Wait, oh no. I hallucinate because I have daddy issues.
gross.
Velma, go get some real issues. Ha ha ha.
So she meets up with her dad at a strip club, trying to reconnect. And wait, hold on. What did I just read? She meets up with her dad at a strip club. How old is Velma again?
I'm starting to think we should put these writers on a list.
Velma then tries to get her father's attention by, and I kid you not, jumping up on stage and starts pole dancing.
Definitely going on a list.
But somehow this works and she hangs with her dad doing, you know, normal father-daughter activities like giving your dad a black eye, kidnapping your own sister, causing your stepmom to have a mental breakdown, catching a ghost, and ooh, a classic, getting wasted on the beach. But because her father cares more about funding his family, she forces herself to not have hallucinations.
No, give me that box.
Velma, wait. Are you sure you won't hallucinate?
Yes, my hallucinations were caused by my desire to make my dad love me. But after today, he's dead to me.
So Velma finds out that her mom was searching the secret lab under Fred's house because that was Edna's workplace before. Why she did this? I don't know. So then Velma busts into Fred's house because even though he is rich, he has no security. I mean, I guess this answers how she got in episode 1. But Fred says something very interesting that I like to point out.
To earn father's respect is take a stand. You want I help kill him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Woohoo! I'm rich! Now daddy will love me.
I just like this clip. Like, what would he have done? I really want to know. Anyway, inside, after opening a brick wall, Velma, Fred, and her dad, yep, he's here now somehow, discover the hidden lab.
Jinkies!
She said it. She said the thing.
But actually, she was reading it off a piece of paper that her mom left behind. Why she wrote this note? I don't know. Also, because her dad finally believes her, the hallucinations are just magically gone, and along with any decent animation for the rest of the series. Now, Norval had a mini arc of his own in these 2 episodes. I'm only mentioning it now because, like Daphne's journey, it means absolutely nothing. So, Norval got with Gigi earlier, who people believed was going to be Scooby-Doo, but as a human girl, thankfully not.
Knowing this show, never say never.
And Velma points out,
the thought of having any issues with my own sweet daddy is foreign to me.
Really? Even though he's the one who basically taught you to be a beta?
So, Not Shaggy decides he doesn't want to be a beta anymore and tries to create a bad boy persona and ignores Gigi's calls.
Obviously, this backfires.
So Not Shaggy decides to go back to normal, hence wasting everyone's time once again because that plot point led to nowhere.
Kinda like this video. Ha ha ha.
Thanks for watching this video and thank you for watching the last video. If you haven't, then go and check it out. I really spent a lot of time, like I'm starting these type of videos and I'm seeing that people are receiving to it well, so hopefully we can do more of these in the future. I'm going to watch episodes 7, 8. I know they've just come out today as I'm writing this now. So I'm going to, watch episode 7 and 8 and then get into the finale. And how I'm watching it, before you say I'm hate watching, YAR! Shiver me timbers! And other pirate words. Wait, should I censor pirate?
Also, hey Illusion Freewood, I'm here because of fans like you. Existence is pain.
Cola out.